October 25, 1944, a lone figure broke the surface of the Pacific Ocean, gasping for air as he scanned the endless darkness for signs of his crewmates. Beneath the waves, a terrible disaster had already unfolded. During World War II, the Pacific was not just an ocean, it was a battlefield stretching thousands of miles, where control of the sea meant survival, and where countless lives vanished without a trace. On that night, the fate of an American submarine crew was being sealed in silence. Although massive battleships and aircraft carriers symbolized naval power, it was the U.S. Navy's submarine force that quietly strangled Japan's war machine. American submarines destroyed nearly 5 million tons of Japanese shipping, wiping out more than 1,100 merchant vessels and hundreds of warships. This campaign was deadly for both sides. 52 U.S. submarines never returned, and over 3,500 sailors lost their lives, enduring suffocating heat, constant enemy pursuit, and dangerously unreliable torpedoes. Still, these crews continued their missions, knowing their sacrifices were slowly collapsing Japan's supply lifelines. One of the most lethal submarines in this silent war was the USS Tang, a Ballot-class submarine engineered for deep penetration into enemy-controlled waters. Measuring over 300 feet in length and armed with 24 torpedoes, Tang was commanded by Lieutenant Commander Richard O'Kane, a seasoned officer known for his calm leadership and tactical brilliance. Life aboard Thames was harsh and claustrophobic, yet morale remained unusually high, fueled by confidence in their commander and belief in their mission. Before long, Tang earned a reputation that would make it legendary. Tang's first patrol in early 1944 immediately proved its deadly potential. In rapid succession, enemy ships were sent to the bottom, with 5 confirmed sinkings and remarkable torpedo accuracy. As patrols continued, Tang became both a hunter and a savior, crippling Japanese convoys while rescuing 22 stranded American pilots from the sea. During its third patrol alone, Tang sank 10 ships in a single operation, delivering one of the most devastating blows any submarine had achieved in the Pacific. By August 1944, Tang ventured even closer to Japan's coastline for its 4th patrol. Operating in shallow waters filled with sonar-equipped escorts, every maneuver carried extreme risk. After striking a convoy and sinking a major freighter, Tang endured relentless depth charge attacks, the explosions shaking the hull for hours. Despite the danger, the submarine escaped once again. By the fall of 1944, Tang had shattered records, sinking more enemy tonnage in a shorter time than almost any other American submarine. The 5th patrol began on September 24, 1944, in the heavily guarded Formosa Strait, one of the most dangerous hunting grounds in the war. On October 23, Tang launched an unprecedented attack, destroying 13 enemy ships in a single night. It was a moment of extraordinary success, but fate soon turned cruel. While engaging a crippled Japanese transport, a faulty torpedo malfunctioned, curved back, and slammed into Tang's own hull. The explosion was devastating, instantly dooming the submarine as Tang plunged toward the seafloor. More than 30 men were trapped inside. Fire, flooding, and darkness filled the submarine as the air slowly ran out. Against overwhelming odds, a small group managed to stabilize the wreck at a depth of 180 feet. With Japanese patrol vessels circling above, the survivors attempted a desperate escape through a single hatch. 13 men made the attempt. Only 6 survived the ascent to the surface. Those who reached open water were immediately captured. Starving and exhausted, they scavenged raw potatoes just to stay alive before being shipped to Japan. At the secretive Ofune interrogation camp, they were falsely branded as war criminals, subjected to brutal interrogations, starvation, and isolation. Later transferred to the Omori prison camp, the men endured freezing winters, disease, and constant abuse, learning to erase their identities simply to survive. When Japan finally collapsed, the guards vanished, leaving the prisoners behind. On August 28, the survivors were liberated and flown to Guam for emergency medical care. Only 8 men from the USS Tang survived the war. Their bodies and minds bore permanent scars, silent reminders of their ordeal. Richard O'Kane later received the Medal of Honor, which he dedicated not to himself, but to the crew who never returned. Today, the wreck of the USS Tang lies on the seabed of the Formosa Strata, haunting symbol of bravery, loss, and the unforgiving reality of submarine warfare.